The Lost Libraries, Untold Wisdom of Vanished Civilizations. What if the secrets to advanced ancient technology, forgotten medical cures, or even a completely different understanding of human origins, were simply lost? Imagine entire libraries, vast storehouses of knowledge, vanished from history. Not destroyed in the traditional sense, but disappeared. And with them, wisdom that could have changed our lives today. What if we could still find them? Not all knowledge dies in fire. Sometimes, it simply vanishes. Not torn apart, but allowed to fade, misplaced, neglected, or quietly buried by time. We often speak of the Library of Alexandria, the most iconic example of lost knowledge. But it was just one of many. Across the world, forgotten libraries once held truths we may never recover. What secrets might they have held? Scientific principles that challenge our modern assumptions. Medical treatments lost for centuries. Even entirely different interpretations of consciousness, reality, and the human journey. Imagine that knowledge simply ceasing to exist. Alexandria wasn't just a building filled with scrolls. It was the beating heart of a global intellectual network, a hub where Greek philosophers, Egyptian priests, Indian mathematicians, and Persian astronomers might have crossed paths and shared ideas. What exactly did we lose when it fell? We don't truly know. That's part of the tragedy. Some estimate that over 400,000 scrolls were stored there, potentially representing centuries of research in astronomy, medicine, mathematics, philosophy, literature, and more. Its destruction is still debated: fire during Julius Caesar's siege, gradual neglect, or even ideological purging. But whatever the cause, the effect is monumental. Had those scrolls survived, how might our world look today? Could we have developed vaccines in the Middle Ages? Understood planetary motion centuries earlier? Created global universities in antiquity? The butterfly effect is staggering. Alexandria was not alone. The Imperial Library of Constantinople, once one of the last bastions of classical knowledge, held Greek and Roman texts that shaped Western thought. Many of those works were lost forever during the Crusades and the Ottoman conquest. In Timbuktu, a city often left out of mainstream historical narratives, Islamic scholars in the 14th to 16th centuries wrote thousands of manuscripts on law, astronomy, medicine, and theology. These manuscripts, fragile and handwritten, remain endangered by time, climate, and conflict. Much of that knowledge never entered global discourse. And in Mesoamerica, the burning of indigenous codices during the Spanish conquest wiped out centuries of Mayan and Aztec astronomical observations, rituals, and botanical knowledge. Only a handful of these books remain. Entire civilizations' wisdom, gone in flames. Each of these libraries held a view of the world, and humanity's place within it, that we may never fully grasp again. Now imagine, what could we have known? Cures for illnesses that still plague us. Alternate scientific paradigms we haven't yet considered. Philosophical traditions that never got the chance to influence our global thought. We often base our understanding of ancient civilizations on fragments, half-inscriptions, copied manuscripts, biased translations. But the foundation of that understanding is incomplete. What if history, as we know it, is only the shadow of a greater truth? And beyond science and history, what about the cultural losses? Schools of thought that could have transformed how we govern, how we create art, or how we understand the mind. These aren't just lost facts. They are lost futures. Today, we don't store our knowledge in scrolls. It lives in digital clouds, hard drives, and servers. But new threats have emerged: cyber attacks, data corruption, censorship, and digital decay. Are we doing enough to preserve our collective knowledge? Across the world, archaeologists and historians continue the painstaking work of rediscovery. Fragments of ancient manuscripts reappear. New sites are excavated. Forgotten languages are decoded. Each recovered word is a thread, reconnecting us with our past, and perhaps, with paths of wisdom we once abandoned. There's something deeply human in this pursuit. We are storytellers, archivists, seekers. Even in the face of loss, we strive to remember. Because knowledge isn't just power. It's identity. It's possibility. The story of lost libraries is not merely one of destruction. It's a mirror, showing us both our greatness and our fragility. We are the descendants of forgotten wisdom. The inheritors of broken chains of knowledge. But we are also the guardians of the future. The questions remain. What else has been lost? What still waits to be found? And what are we doing today to ensure the libraries of our time are not tomorrow's silence? Let us listen to the whispers of vanished wisdom, and make sure we don't let our own voices disappear.